Hi world, it's Tiffany Banks. In this tutorial today, we're going to be doing a natural makeup look. So if you want to know how I achieved this look, stay tuned. This is me, barefaced, only eyebrows. And we're going to go ahead and get started. The first thing I'm going to do is use my primer, and I do use two primers. The first being Porefessional by Benefit. And the second primer that I use is the NYX Shine Control. I tend to get oily in my T-zone section, so I'm always looking for a primer that is going to help with the shine, because we don't want to walk around shining like that. Now it's foundation time. I am using the Bobbi Brown foundation. I think that this may be my color. I'm still working with it. This foundation is pretty new for me, but it does blend pretty well with my skin tone. So I definitely don't always go with an exact match to my skin tone. Sometimes I do go a little darker because I do like a more dewy or golden finish. Next, you're going to see me using a spoolie to brush out my lash extensions. It's time for a redo or a refill, and my friend I'm giving this tutorial to made sure she reminded me of that. So next I do concealer, and I use the MAC Pro Longwear concealer, and I believe that is in NC45. I use my fingers to kind of warm it up and work it in a little bit. Usually I would use a beauty blender to blend this in, but I have not gotten back to the store to get a new one, so I'm using my foundation brush. So now I'm going to be using the Pro Conceal by LAGirl. This is the main concealer that I use to highlight under my eyes. I am loving this concealer, but I'm open to trying new concealers, so leave comments below on a new concealer you think works good, and I'll go ahead and try it too. This is a pretty natural look. I'm just going to do a little bit of highlighting down my nose and my forehead. I could go a little more, but this is going to be pretty natural, so I'm not going to do too much here. I usually would use a beauty blender to blend in my highlights, but I need a new one and I refuse to use my old one, so I'm going to use my foundation brush for this. Notice I'm kind of blotching in the same way you would blotch with the beauty blender. So yeah, when you don't have something, you just have to improvise, so that's what I do. Now it's time to bake, and I do use the Mercier translucent powder to do that. And you can use a beauty blender to do this. Today I'm going to be using a brush, and I just pack that on. I remember when I first learned about baking, I'm telling you, I used to sweat really bad in my T-zone, and I was really oily, and now I cannot go without baking. Even on a simple look, I have to, because it really helps. And by the way, I am on FaceTime with one of my best friends, and I'm giving her this tutorial, and she's like really making me laugh. So it's time to contour. What I use for my contouring mostly is the Tarte Contour palette, and this one is the one that MakeupShayla partnered with Tarte to do. I use this obviously a lot. This is one of my favorite palettes, and what I'm going to show you here is that I don't start at the very top of my sideburns like I see some people doing. I pretty much have fat cheeks, so I like to start in my inner, in the deeper part of my cheeks. So I suck in my face a little bit so you can kind of see where I start, and I actually go up instead of down. And I just found that that works better for me because it really helps with kind of cutting my cheeks, you know, and kind of making a more chiseled look. I don't know about some of you guys, but me having fat cheeks, I have had the hardest time learning how to properly contour my face, because some people have really defined jaw bones and cheekbones, I don't, because I do have a fatter face, so it's definitely taking me some time to get this right, and I'm still working on perfecting. I'm taking a regular powder brush and just dusting away the powder that I use to set my highlighter. And this is one of my favorite products. This product is heaven for me. It's a Sephora product, and it's essentially a finishing powder. And I use this to really help blend in my contour. It's actually a really rainy and dark day, and all of a sudden the sun came out for like 2 seconds and just went away. So yeah, I'm a little dramatic. The finishing powder is great because it's going to really help if you've gone a little too heavy on your contour, like I kind of did a little bit, because I want this to be a pretty natural look.
So at this point you have bronzer pretty much on all of the, on top of all the highlights.
This is the truth, okay? Because that's gonna just, because we're going for a natural look. Now, if it wasn't, I want it like sharper. You know what I'm saying? But
next I'm gonna be using a blush by Tarte, and the name on this one is Party with 3 A's. I'm using an angle brush to apply this, and I'm just applying it on top of my contour. And next, of course, is highlighting. I'm going to be using a Sephora fan brush and everyone's favorite Gold Deposit by MAC. I don't start at the very top. I start at my cheek with my highlight as well. So the next thing I'm going to do is really, I want to pop my eyes a little bit because I do have a little almond shaped eyes. So I usually would never do this, but I got this trick from MakeupShayla. I am doing the eyeliner trick that she's used before to kind of accentuate my lower lash. Now I'm going in with the same palette that I use for my contour, and I'm using the corrector, and I'm really using this to kind of go back over and highlight a little bit more under my eye. And I'm using my finishing powder by Sephora to go ahead and complete the look. I think I'm looking pretty cute. Natural. And I'm using Pork to line my lips. This is pretty much my go-to lip combo. And this is a MAC lipstick. I believe that it is Velvet Teddy. This is definitely one of my favorite lip combos. Obviously, I'm feeling myself here. Ooh. I'm gonna go over this with a MAC lip gloss. I don't know the name of it. I think it came off. But that's pretty much it, guys. Of course, I'm going to finish the look with my NYX matte finishing spray. And that is it. So I hope that you guys enjoyed this tutorial. I hope that it helped you in some sort of way. If you loved it, thumbs up. And make sure that you subscribe to my channel because I will be uploading new videos every Wednesday. So I'll see you guys in my next video.
I'm ready for this. I'm ready. Oh, I don't do new spots. Okay. Okay. You better pout that on that face. Yes.
You're gonna be in the video saying that now. Because if you don't have a friend, that hypes you up the way this one hypes me up, get new friends. Get new friends. It's okay. Get new friends. Don't worry about it. I'll be your friend. We'll be your friend. Call us. Okay. So